Hi students, so in this lecture we will discuss about the equations of motion. We will derive these equations of motion using the calculus. So let's go one by one. So before going that on the equation of motion, the important thing is that this equation of motion, these equations of motion, they can only be applied in the case of constant acceleration. If acceleration is constant, then only these equation of motions can be applied, right? So let's go on the first equation of motion. So as you know that acceleration a is equals to rate of change of velocity, right? Can I write down a acceleration a as dv by dt, right? So now from here if I write down dv is equals to a dt, right? So now I can integrate both sides. So let's assume that initial velocity in these all equations of motion we will represent the initial velocity by u, and the final velocity, it means final velocity at a t time, so that is that we will represent by v, so that is v, and initially we will take the time as 0 and finally time is t. Okay, so now in this case if we do the integration of dv, so integration of dv will be v, and these value are u to v, and a is a constant value. Okay, so because we have taken a acceleration as constant, so it will be constant, and integration of dt will be t, so a multiplied by t, and the limit lower limit is 0, upper limit is t. So now if we substitute the value, so it will be v minus u is equals to at, or now we will be getting this first equation of motion, v is equals to u plus at. So v is final velocity at t time, u is initial velocity, a is the acceleration, and t is the time period. So let's go on the second equation of motion. So second equation of motion, we need to, okay, so as we know that displacement, so displacement s, okay, so we know that the velocity v is equals to rate of change of displacement, right? So now if I multiply, cross multiply, so can I write down ds is equals to v dt, right? So now v, because there is a acceleration, so v is not a constant value, so instead of v we will write down this value, v is equals to u plus at. So now ds can be written down as u plus at multiplied by dt, and let's integrate both sides. So integration of ds will be s, or let's take the initial displacement as 0 and final displacement as s, and initial time at 0 and final time at t. So this integration ds will be s is equals to ut plus at square divided by 2, at square divided by 2, and the limit will be from 0 to t. So if we integrate it, if we just substitute the value, so we will be getting second equation motion, s is equals to ut plus half at square, right? So this is second equation of motion. Let's go on the third equation of motion. So for deriving third equation of motion, what we do, we are going to replace this t from this second equation by getting the value of t from the first equation. So can I write down t as v minus u divided by a, right? So if I substitute this value, so s will be equals to u multiplied by v minus u divided by a plus half a v minus u divided square divided by a square, right? So now what we can do, we can multiply the complete equation by 2a. So here it will be 2as is equals to uv minus u square, and let's open this while multiplying the 2a. Okay, so when we are multiplying the 2a, one a will be cancelled out, this and the another, because we are multiplying 2a, so 2 and a will be cancelled out, so only v minus u square will be remaining. So if we open it, so then it will be v square plus u square minus 2uv, right? Okay, so from here I can cancel out the v square. Okay, I can cancel out. Okay, I am also multiplying by 2, so 2 will be there as well. So this 2uv and 2uv be cancelled out, and v square plus u square minus 2u square will be v square minus u square. So I can write it down again as 2as is equals to v square minus u square, or I can also write it down like this: v square equals to u square plus 2as. This is our third equation of motion. So this is how, using calculus, we can calculate these three equations of motion, and we can also calculate these equations of motion using the geometry. Now these equations of motion will be used only when acceleration is constant. Even the acceleration sign is changing, then also we will not use this equation of motion. Either we will break down the time period. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Thank you. Let's end.